If you go to school and your makeup is creasing, drop out for me. Because there's no way that this year your makeup should still be creasing. Absolutely no way. So, watch this video. I don't want your makeup creasing. You don't want your makeup creasing. And I want it to last all day. I've worked 10-hour shifts, longer actually, and it's lasted the whole way. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's another makeup video. I know, I just can't get enough. I love doing my makeup. I love sharing my makeup tips. And if I can help somebody else, perfect. Literally perfect. I'm drinking the slushie I made. It's grapefruit, mango, strawberries, and lime. It's so bitter. I love it. I love sour things. So if you see me like just drinking this like midway makeup, ignore me. It's so good. Okay, so let's get into like what I think people think they need like for their makeup to last all day. A primer. You don't need that. You can use it. I mean, it works, but you don't need it. Like, that's not something that you need. What I use to moisturize my face, to make sure my face is hydrated, because I have eczema. I've been struggling with eczema for so long. But to help with that, I use any type of moisturizer. This is just a Serum Intensive Barrier Cream. This is by Bar. I think that's how you say it. I add like this amount, and that's enough for me. If anything, that's a lot. I just put it around my face and I moisturize. Also, how you moisturize is really important. So I used to go like this, but this is how you really get it into your skin. If you are gonna use a primer, I suggest like a primer that has like vitamins in it or something that just like boosts the skin or like plumps the skin a little bit, so it has like some like elasticity. I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera, but I'll be right back to show you how to really lay your base. Ah, jeez. Okay, eyebrows. Okay. Eyebrows are done. I'm gonna show you guys how to do your eyes. I never really go super in depth with eyes, but today I'm gonna show you how it lasts. You have to go in with an eye primer. Now this you have to go into if you really want like your eyeshadow to last. I honestly think like doing your eyes is like so underrated in makeup because nobody does like anything really fun. I mean, obviously if you're going to school and you just want to do something natural, you just do like the browns and like a bronzer, like whatever. But I just love like creating like dimension with my eyes. Just me. I go in with my eye primer and I just pat it on my eye like so. I pat it across, and then the concealer that I have here, I'm just tapping it. I'm not like swiping it like that because I want my eyes to have like a highlight, like with the eyebrow arch. So I'm just patting it in. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I usually use like a neutral eye color for my natural look, but I'm gonna be using like this cool tone palette by Milk Touch. Super pretty. Like, look at the colors here. This is so gorgeous, but I'm only going to be using this color, and this color right here. I grab a big blending brush. It's kind of used, but I really don't care. I go in with this light pink color right here. And I just really dabble it on. And then I just start pressing it all over the eye. So do you see like how like my eyes are already like kind of like bright already? So with the same brush, I'm just gonna dust off the rest of the product. I'm going in with like this cool tone kind of like grayish color, and I'm just putting it like right here by my eye. And that's all I'm doing. All I'm doing is just patting and patting and patting and patting, and you kind of see how like it's already getting a little more darker. Just keep doing that. Technically on like the outer corner of your eye, but like close to it, very close. So you're just gonna pat it and then feather it side to side. Do this with a very delicate hand. Don't go like crazy. Don't do that. Go like this and then feather it delicately. Do you see that already? We're getting somewhere. The next brush that I use is like this brush. I don't know what it's called. It's for my eyes, but I don't know like what kind of brush it is. I go in with the dark color now, and I'm just gonna pack a whole lot, and then my brush should look like this. Looks scary. Knock it off. And then I'm just gonna do the same technique that I did, but you can see how like it's getting darker, and then I'm just going to start going like this by my eye. That is so beautiful. Wow, that's actually so pretty. You guys, I'm about to finish that drink and I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, so this is how the eyes look. Super pretty for me. So this is the Sweet Cool Whole Life palette. I'm gonna be using like this goldish color right here. As you can tell, I've abused that palette. So I'm gonna be using a type of brush, and I'm grabbing quite a bit. And I just start from the inner corner, and then I just flick it up like so. You see how pretty that is? Like, that really makes my eyes pop. And it's gonna last all day. In the same highlighting color, I'm gonna put at like the arch of my eyebrow. I'm gonna get the base makeup done very quickly. Use a foundation that you trust, that you know is not gonna build up and it's not as oily. And also you have to make sure whatever moisturizer you're using will match the same ingredients that matches your foundation. Because if you're using like a water base versus like a kind of like oily base or like a different type of like ingredient, it's not gonna match well, and that's what's gonna make your makeup patchy. This is my foundation right here. So instead of like just pumping it on a beauty blender and just like spotting it all over my face, I pump it on my skin first, like so. It's gonna be very careful so it doesn't fall on my shirt or anything like that. So I pump it on my skin just like this. Then I use like a foundation brush and I just start patting it and swiping down, like really quickly. I just feel like it like evenly gets like the color like all over my face. So it's just like pat and then slide down. And then for in between my brow, I just do the patting motion. I don't slide down. And then on my forehead, instead of going down, I just go up, slide up. So I would definitely look like a ghost. It's going to be fixed with cream contour. What's this called? My beauty cushion. I use water, fan it out a bit, and then just start pressing that into my skin. I use a tiny brush first and I like warm it up, and then I just like go down in the palette, and then I start adding like the dots like on my face, like where I want my face to really warm up, and down on my nose. Back with the drink. Guys, look. It's just like crack. A concealer that I've heard really works well for like a long period of time is a Born This Way concealer, and then the e.l.f. Camo concealer. And right now I have the cheapest one out of all of those options, and that is the Camo concealer. And I'm only going to be using a little bit. Guessed it, the water bottle's coming right back. Drench this, patting it into your skin. I like pat it in like the same area like over and over again, just to really make sure I get it in there. Flawless. Cream blush is going to be your best friend when it comes to a makeup that you want to last all day. This is by like Casey Beauty, and I just do like a heart like so on each cheek to get it up my cheekbones, and I just pat it in, and it has like this beautiful rosy natural blush color, and I just go all over. So it's like, you see how like the blush like kind of like brings everything like together? Blush is gonna be your best friend forever. It's gonna be your best friend. So now I'm gonna go in with like some setting powder. This is Half Caked in Banana. I really like put it down at the bottom, and then I flip it up, and then all the powder comes here at the top. I'm just lift up my sleeve a little bit. I'm using the puff that they give. And then I just go into like the eye right here, and it really doesn't matter like, if it's messy or not, because you're just gonna dust it off after. Or not even, you really just pat it into your skin. I used to be really into like a dewy look, but I just like matte makeup. And so once you pat it all over your skin, you're gonna go in with like powder bronzer, blush, powder blush, and then I'm gonna define my nose for you guys on camera. I'm gonna do everything else off camera. Okay, so I lied. I forgot I said I was gonna do my nose contour on camera, but I've done it so many times on YouTube that you guys can find it. I honestly hate this lip combo that I did, so I'm just gonna take it off. I'll be right back when my lashes are on.